Hi, y'all. It's Mike's RV Camping. I just had an interesting conversation with a friend of mine. This is how you know your friends do not understand things. I have been not diagnosed with PTSD and anxiety. Let me tell you, that is no fun at all. I know I could get better lighting, but I'm not going to worry about it. Y'all can see me. I can see me. I know you can see me. So anyhow, welcome to my channel, Mike's RV Camping. I'm Mike, and I want to talk about something I've been dealing with since the mid-90s. It's a condition known as post-traumatic stress disorder or post-traumatic stress syndrome. Either way, they're the same damn thing, and they both suck balls. That's right, I said it, and I'm not going to apologize for it. I didn't know what it was at first, but once I went to the doctor, they figured it out. They put me on medication. Taking the medication for a while, I felt pretty good, so I stopped taking it. Well, that was probably not a good idea. Because I found out, I didn't realize it. I was being an ass. Cavity, anal cavity, bunghole, whatever you want to call it. When they refer to me as when I'm being that way, I just wasn't a nice person. And certain smells, certain sounds, certain times of the year are all triggers. And since I've had a heart attack and survived that, which I shouldn't have, so that's another trigger when it gets to that time of year. Around when it gets close to that time when it happened. So, I'm not making excuses for my actions when they were bad. But I'm on a couple of medications for it, and it seemed to be working really good. And my friend even before was asking me, did you forget to take your medicine today? Because I was being snippy, grumpy, jerk, basically. And I don't realize it because I just don't. The medication keeps me leveled out where I need to be. Keeps me from being anxious. Called the PTSD, something will trigger the PTSD. PTSD in turn triggers an anxiety attack. The anxiety attack triggers my brain thinking I'm having a heart attack, which I've had one of those in real life. Full-fledged, you're dead heart attack. Literally. I have documentation. I dropped dead in a truck stop in Denmark, Tennessee, a little over 10 years ago. I was 42 years old. Or 41 years old, heading for 42. Now I'm 51, heading for 52. I do everything in my power not to have to deal with something like that again. I've changed the way I eat. I've changed, and then, the doctor, about a little over a year after I had the heart attack, went through my chart after I had an incident. I was like, oh, you should have never went back to work. We normally don't see first he said, we normally don't see patients like you. And he's like, you're the first patient I've seen. And it's like, well, what do you mean? I was confused. He goes, well, normally people who go through what you've gone through, and you're the first person I've seen walk out of the hospital after going through this. He's like, by all medical accounts, you should not be here. That tells me God has a purpose for me. And it's not, I don't know, I just don't like trying to explain to people why, and why, I've been through therapy. I've been in therapy to the point where they're like, see ya, we don't want you to come back no more. Basically. So, when your therapist gets to the point where they're like, this is it. It's it, folks. You know, like Porky Pig say, that's all, folks. You know? That's it. When your therapist cancels your appointment, and they don't let you reschedule, and you've done nothing wrong, it's because I guess they just don't want to see you no more. Maybe you're that, and you know you're not that crazy, because you were too crazy, you would have been taken a ride to the state mental hospital. But I'm not crazy. I'm not a danger to myself or others. I just have PTSD and anxiety. I have my dog. That's what she's for. Also, I hate trying to explain to people that there are some people that have to take medication. It's not, yeah, it's in my head. It's up here. I know that. I know it's in here. But something has caused the chemistry up here to change, because it did. What can I do? What can I do? Somebody please explain that to me. I'm pretty easygoing now. That's the way I should have been from the get-go. I'm not a butthead anymore. I can be at times, but who can't? That's anybody can anytime, any given time of day. I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of sometimes of trying to figure out how to explain this. I don't understand these people. They say, oh, I've got medication they gave me because I have a lot of trauma too. You know what? I'm happy you don't have to take your medication. I'm happy you found a way to avoid your triggers. I cannot avoid my triggers. They're everywhere. Now it sounds a little crazy, doesn't it? But it's true. Fireworks go off. It's a trigger. A car backfires can be a trigger. Somebody yelling can be a trigger. Certain smells can be a trigger. I don't know what's going to trigger me or when. It's like this time of year is hard. The fireworks going off, it can actually affect the way I feel. And it has before. I know it's just that time of year and I'm expecting them. But there's times when you're not expecting it. You're like hanging out in public and all of a sudden somebody thinks you're being cute and they decide to let off some firecracker behind you. That's not cute. That could get somebody hurt. But luckily, I realized what it is, but then it's too late. I'm triggered. You know what I mean? It's like, they're called triggers for a reason. Something happens and it causes your brain to freak out. Your body reacts shortly thereafter. The PTSD is the condition, and something has happened to you in the past. Now, we're into the present. Things in the past have happened in the past and caused things to trigger blah 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 blah. Here's the thing. When somebody tries to explain to you why, and they swear up and down, oh, they keep telling you you don't need this, and then they get upset and they decide it's time to go to bed. That's on them. I'm sorry, that's on them. I'm not. Damn, this is crazy. Tripod driving me nuts. I need a tripod, what I need, because this daggone selfie stick is driving me nuts. It keeps feeling like it's twisting on me. Ah, there we go. I think I got it for now. Anyhow, people, just remember, be nice to one another. When you leave your campsite, leave no trace. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Happy 4th of July.